Here we are, back on Gran Turismo Sport. Here we are with the FIA race earlier today. And here we are. Skip to qualifying here. I am in the Ferrari Group 3 car. And skip to my lap here. I am just about to catch the slipstream of OSRT Gasman here, and he does mess up turn 1 here, so I can really catch up here into him. Coming into these turns here, it's very fun corners. This brake at the end of that curve there, and then stay in third gear, get the power early, and then you are good. And now I am right in the slipstream range here, and I get a purple sector, and I just stay inside track limits there, just barely. And as long as you keep 2 wheels on the curb, you are fine with the penalty settings on weak. But here, I actually am a little bit too close to the Porsche in front of me, so he does hold me up a little bit, as you can see here. Coming in the 6th gear, another purple sector by nearly 3/10. But you can see here, at the end of the straight, we're going so fast, and I just close in on it really quickly, and I have to back out. So it kind of holds me up there, but we come out of that little switchback section there. Very fun track this, and coming into this nice little fun corner here. Get on the power nice and early here, and you can see I get a blue sector there, so not quite a purple sector. Coming into this corner here, now we approach a Jaguar here, and the Jaguar here actually slows down and lets us go here. I wanted to take this corner as well as I can, but I was just unable to there. But it really didn't affect me too much there. As we come out of the final 2 corners, very fun track this. I say again, it's very fun track with the Group 3 cars. And there it is. My lap time is good enough for first place at the time. But fast forward to the end of qualifying, I actually get pushed down to 3rd, and I get beat by a Beetle and a Mazda. So fast forward to the race. Here is the driver in the Beetle, who I will be battling with, as you will see here. So coming to the start of the race, nothing really happens on the first lap here, and as you can see, my brake balance and me saving a little bit of fuel before the race starts. Now, since the Ferrari is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car, the rear tires will actually wear faster. And here you can listen to that nice screaming Mazda in front of me. So as I said, nothing happens in the first lap, so fast forward to lap 2. And I actually lose a little bit of ground to the top 2 guys here, so I actually brake late here. I was going to let this guy go, and I braked late there, so I had to let him go right there. But here we go, fast forward to lap 4. The guy in 2nd bends it, just gets on the curb, and basically just spins out. So that puts me back onto the podium. So now it's up to me and the Porsche to catch back up, and we actually do, coming up to lap 6 here. And this is where we actually start making pit stops here. So there's 3 tires that you can use as the Porsche stays out and me and the Beetle come in. As you can see there, you can use the soft, mediums, and hards, but the mediums and hards you have to use. Those are required. You have to use them at least once. So my strategy is to go soft on the first 6 laps, then go medium for 1 lap, and then go for the hard tire on 1 lap. And as you can see, coming out of pit entry, the Porsche actually bottled turn 1, and we actually pass him coming out of the pits there. So unlucky for the Porsche and that Mazda are in the race. Now we actually end up getting onto the bumper of the Volkswagen here, and he actually went to the hard tires, so you can just see the difference of grip here as I am approaching. I'm just about to pass him here, and he takes a very narrow line, and he really does not want to give up this lead here, and I try to go back to the inside here, but he just blocks it off. So But anyway, my strategy was to go soft for the first 6 laps, and then go medium, then hard for 1 lap each, and then finish it with the soft tires. And I actually passed the Beetle there, Puco, whatever. So there I do my 1 lap on the mediums. Now I'm going to do my 1 lap on the hards here, and you can see that Puco and the Beetle stays out, so that puts me back out into 3rd here. So fast forward, I do my 1 lap on the hards here, and you can see I'm only 2.5 seconds behind the Beetle, and you know he still has to make more pit stops to use all the tires here. And I actually put in a bit of fuel here to make sure I get to the end. Alright, back on the soft tires now. It's time to push. And this is lap 9 out of 14. And I actually come out ahead of a BMW here, I think that was. But since I'm on the soft tires, and fresh soft tires I might add, he's not really a threat. But I can see there, lap 9. You can see Puco in the top left of the leaderboard. He actually goes into the pits there, and he was on the hard tire, as you can see. So, and as you can see here, when he leaves the pits here, I come on ahead of him, and he actually goes into the medium tire, as it shows there briefly. And here, I mess up turn 1, and I am so thankful I did not get a penalty here. But because of that, he actually is 1 second behind me here. Now, even though he is on the medium tire and I am on the soft tire here, I gotta go into hot lap mode and basically just try to create a gap, because he is my biggest competition here as the driver's in front, 7-meter pit stops, of course. So he is still staying a second ahead of me. Coming onto the straight here, he is not falling back, so I try to do the okie dokie here, try to avoid him getting my slip here, just to try to create a gap here. And I'm gonna say for the 3rd time, this is a very fun track. And you can see here the gap. You can see the top left in the leaderboard. Between my name and his name, you can see the delta, just exactly how far he is behind me, and he actually closes in here to about 8/10 behind. And again, I try to do the okie dokie and avoid the slipstream, but not be too crazy about it where I'm like swerving all over the place. But coming into the end of the lap here, he actually closes in at the end of this braking zone to just over a half a second here. So yeah, it's not fun. As you can see, the Viper ahead goes to the pits here. Alright, front straight here, lap 11 out of 14, 4 laps to go. Coming into turn 1, hopefully I don't mess it up this time, which I don't. Actually go for it fairly clean there. But you can see I'm only 7/10 ahead of him. Now coming into the corners in this first sector here, I get a little bit squirrely, but I was able to get the power down. But as I look behind me here, he's actually off the track. He went off course, and he's going to have dirty tires for this bit here. And now I just gotta pull away. And as you can see, the delta is slowly but surely increasing. And I actually end up to the bumper of the Aston Martin here as a Porsche goes off the track there. Now I'm in the slipstream of the Aston Martin as I eventually pass him at the end of the lap here. Now you can see here, I got about 2 laps on these soft tires, and obviously he's not on the soft tires there, and I very easily go around him there. And now coming out of there, we might have made contact there, I'm not sure. But anyway, fast forward to lap 12 here. I catch up to the top 3 here, and now I'm going to make my moves to go into the lead. Now I don't know if these guys are going to the pits or staying out, or I'm not sure what their strategy is. And me and the Porsche actually make contact here, and I'll be honest, I'll take the blame for that. I was impatient. I was still trying to get away from Pucco and the Beetle, because this is basically still a race between him and I. So I was just impatient there, and he was on the hard tires, so I was just impatient. But luckily, things didn't go too bad, and as you can see there on the last lap, coming out of the final corners, the gap is just under 6 seconds, as I show my happiness as I cross the line here. So that was the FIA manufacturer race in the 2020 series, round 21. There's 30 rounds, and so basically I skipped pretty much all of the rounds. I really wasn't that active this season, but my plan is to go full ham on the last 8 rounds here after this one. Basically just to get some good points and just to see where I end up for Ferrari and, compared to everyone else, as it's been a while since I've won a FIA race. So you can see 189 points. That's not too massive, but it's not like small either. My driver rating is 37,000. That is driver rating A, and my goal is to get to A plus eventually. But yeah, you can still get some pretty decent points for the lobby that I'm in. So, well, that's where I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave the screen going as I thank the players who congratulated me on my victory. And yeah, we'll see where I end up as more more videos to come on the future FIA races, and also we got some league races on Gran Turismo coming up here, so definitely stay tuned for the footage on that. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.